Hello students, I am Dr. Anita Sharma. Welcome in my chemistry class. Today I am going to explain you a very important reaction mechanism of octahedral complexes, that is SN1CB mechanism. So without further ado, let's begin.
Coordination Chemistry, Paper 302, Semester 5, SN1CB mechanism. This mechanism we will see in hydrolysis of octahedral complexes, and in octahedral complexes substitution reactions are very common. So in substitution reactions, if one ligand is replaced by water molecule or OH group, then it is called hydrolysis of octahedral complexes. So if a ligand is replaced by H2O molecule, then that hydrolysis is called acid hydrolysis or aquation, or if one ligand is replaced by OH group, then that hydrolysis is called base hydrolysis. Since we have to learn base hydrolysis of octahedral complexes, which is based on SN1CB mechanism, which was proposed by Garrick. This reaction is particularly used for deprotonable ligands like NH3 and H2O. So what is the meaning of deprotonable ligands? So deprotonable ligands are the ligand which easily can donate proton or hydrogen. Since we have to discuss base hydrolysis of octahedral complexes, so first we will discuss the conditions. For base hydrolysis, the medium should be basic, so that pH either should be 10 or more than 10. There are two types of mechanism applicable in octahedral complexes: SN2 or associative mechanism, and SN1 or SN1CV or dissociative mechanism. And we are very much familiar with SN1 and SN2 mechanism that we have discussed in my previous lecture. So especially in case of base hydrolysis of octahedral complexes, this SN1CV mechanism is more favored than SN2 mechanism. And in this SN1CV mechanism, you people know the meaning of SN1 mechanism. Here in this lecture, I will explain the meaning of CV also. So in this mechanism, acid-base properties of complex are more important than nucleophilic properties of OH in SN1CV mechanism. This reaction will show here. Here I have written the reaction in one step. So here are pentamine cobalt chloro complex, and here this is OH ion. So in this reaction you can see one anion, that is chloroanion, is replaced by OH anion, and here we are getting hydroxo complex. By this reaction we can see this reaction should be depends upon the concentration of both this complex and this concentration of OH negative ion. And if it is based on the concentration of both the species, then reaction should follow SN2 mechanism. And if this reaction is following SN2 mechanism, then 7 coordinated intermediate should be formed. So if we assume that this reaction is based on SN2 mechanism, then the steps should be like this. In first step, this pentamine chloro complex should react with OH base, and this should be rate determining slow step, and we should get this intermediate 7 coordinated intermediate, and the next step should be dissociative step or fast step, where this chlorine will leave and again we'll get hydroxo complex. And in this condition, the rate of reaction should depends upon the concentration of substrate and base OH negative ion. But experiments show there is no evidence of formation of 7 coordinated intermediate in this reaction. First thing. And second, the rate of reaction is independent from the concentration of OH negative ions, which proves that this reaction does not follow SN2 or associative mechanism. So if base hydrolysis is not based on SN2 mechanism, then on which mechanism it is based on? So base hydrolysis of octahedral complexes are based on SN1CB or dissociation mechanism. This is substitution reaction of metal coordinate amine by OH ion. So in this base hydrolysis, you can see here first step. In first step, we have taken this complex, octahedral complex, which is reacting with a base. In this reaction, OH is not acting as nucleophile. Here rather it is acting as a base. So here I have written this NH3 separately just to explain the deprotonation. So here OH is taking one hydrogen from this amine. This is deprotonable ligand. So one hydrogen is taking by it is abstracting one hydrogen from NH3, and here you can see amide complex is formed with H2O, and this is the fast step. First step is fast step. So here you can see this complex is acting as acid. Why it is acting as acid? Because one hydrogen from this complex is donated to this, and this is acting as base. We know that OH is a base, and here by taking one hydrogen it is proving that it is a base. So this is acting as an acid and it is acting as base. Now this acid, by donating one hydrogen to OH, this is converting into its conjugated base. Here you can see this amide complex is formed, and since in this amide complex one hydrogen is less, so it is the conjugate base of this acid, and this base is taking one hydrogen from this acid and converting into its conjugated acid. So why it is called CB, you can understand here. Here it is forming conjugated base. Now this conjugated base is the main reactant in SN1 dissociation rate determining step. So in second step you can see this amide complex with coordination number 6 undergoes dissociation, and this is slow step where this chlorine leave, or this metal chlorine bond breaks, or you can say this complex undergoes dissociation. So we will get an intermediate with coordination number 5 and here chlorine. So this is, since this step is slow step or rate determining step, which is based on the concentration of only one reactant, the order of reaction is 1. Now this intermediate reacts with H2O here in third step, which is again a fast step, and here we are getting hydroxo complex. By the hydrolysis of octahedral complex we are getting one hydroxo complex with coordination number 6. Now we will understand this mechanism one more time here. So in this mechanism, the second step where this intermediate is formed, the second step is rate determining step, in which dissociation of amide complex or conjugated base of first complex. Now rate determining step involve bond breaking. Bond between cobalt and chlorine will break and chlorine leaves. Since dissociation mechanism involved in second step, the mechanism is called SN1-CV mechanism, and the meaning of CV, now I am hoping you understood the meaning of SN1-CV mechanism, because this whole reaction is based on SN1 mechanism, but conjugated base is formed, so that it is called SN1-CV mechanism, substitution nucleophilic mononuclear conjugated base mechanism. So this is all about the SN1-CV mechanism. These are the references. Thank you.